John Moxley is a sick man, and he's bringing the Sickos back to AEW Dynamite. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling here for the AEW Dynamite quarter-hour rating breakdown. And we know that Dynamite overall did 717,000 views, which is one of the better ratings that they've had over the past few months. And quarter one, let's just get straight into it. John Moxley pretty much maxing out the ratings because quarter one, 8 o'clock to 8:15, you did John Moxley promo, Christian Cage live promo, Don Callis family, Will Ospreay backstage angle, and then Jack Perry versus Lio Rush. This got 888,000 with 338,000 in the key demo, 18 to 49. Now, I'll give Christian Cage a little bit of credit because he does seem to perform well in the ratings, but I think John Moxley at the moment, he's got a lot of momentum. I think he's got a lot of intrigue around him. He's definitely one of the more interesting things on the show right now. But the reason I said he maxed out the ratings is because 888,000, that is the highest quarter I've seen AEW Dynamite do in a long time. Now, yes, we were used to them starting off around like the 950, high 900 mark, but it's been a long time since they kicked off the show anywhere near that. This 888,000, like I say, this is the highest opening quarter that I've seen Dynamite get in a long time. So, is it any coincidence that quarter one had John Moxley followed by Christian Cage? Probably not, but 888, that's pretty good for Dynamite. What's not good, though, is quarter two. 8:15 to 8:30. Jack Perry versus Lio Rush continued. Then we got Hangman Adam Page and Jeff Jarrett backstage, and this lost, wait for it, 21% viewership. This went down to 704,000. That's a loss of 184,000 viewers. From quarter one to quarter two, 184,000 viewers tuning out. Not good. Key demo also lost 14%, down to 290,000. So not a good quarter two. A good start to the show for Dynamite, but to lose 184,000 from quarter one to quarter two, that ain't good. And I think it just goes to show nobody cares about Jack Perry, Lio Rush. That match ended quarter one. It began quarter two, and there was a big, massive drop-off in there. So, what can you do? There's always a drop-off from quarter one to quarter two, but this one is pretty damn big. So, whatever. Let's move into quarter three. 8:30 to 8:45. It's Private Party, Commander, Moxley, Marina Shafir, Claudio Cascanoli, and Pac with a live angle. We've got a Learning Tree backstage promo. And then we got Ricochet versus Sammy Guevara. This went down 3% to 685,000. Ricochet said he was going to get people to watch AEW. People were going to be watching his matches. Well, his match was on and people tuned out. So that's what it is. Quarter three, not great. Quarter four, 8:45 to 9 p.m. Ricochet versus Guevara continued. We got an all-in recap. We got Okada and Take a Shitter backstage angle. And then we got Darby Allin with a live promo. This went up a small 1%, but at least it's going up to 691,000. Not much of a change in the key demo. Then we go to quarter five, top of the hour, 9 o'clock to 9:15. Darby Allin and John Moxley live promo. We get Christopher Daniels and Nigel McGuinness backstage. And then we get Queen Aminata versus Mariah May, and this went up 4% to 720,000. So an increase here of 29,000 fans in viewership, and it stayed the same in the key demo. So once again, Moxley live promo, and we see an increase in the viewership, which is pretty good. So I mean, yeah, it could have been higher, but I mean, at least it's going up. This was the second highest quarter of the show. So Moxley was in the first quarter, and it was the highest rated quarter, which is always going to be the case, to be honest. But it was a good quarter nonetheless. And then quarter five, Moxley's in it. We've got the second highest rated quarter. And then that does kind of, back up the YouTube feeds, because when you look at the YouTube feeds, Moxley had the highest YouTube feed and he had the second highest YouTube feed. So, I mean, the numbers here are backing that up. But Now we've got some bad news because we're going to quarter 6, 9:15 to 9:30. Queen Aminata versus Mariah May continued. We get the Young Bucks backstage promo, and then the Learning Tree versus Iron Savages. This lost 6% in viewership to 680,000, so 40,000 fans tuned out. And in the key demo, it went down 11%. 11% tuned out in the key demo. Jericho likes to call himself the demo god. I think Jericho is a demo fraud. This just isn't doing it. Jericho isn't doing it, and he's not been doing it for a long, long time. Quarter 7, 9:30 to 9:45, we've got the Learning Tree and the Conglomeration live angle. We then got a Nigel McGuinness live angle, and then we got a Hook backstage promo. This went up a small increase of 2% to 697,000, and it went up 7% in the key demo. So the fans that were lost in quarter 6 got about half of them back here in the key demo category anyway. 7% increase. We then go into quarter 8, 9:45 to 10 p.m. AEW World Tag Team Title Contendership Casino Gauntlet Match Battle Royal. This was 687,000, so at minus 1%. I lost 10,000 going into the main event, which sucks. And in the key demo, they lost 6%, back down to 251,000. So all the fans that they gained in the key demo from the previous segment, they've lost it in this one. I guess people aren't really a fan of the Casino Battle Royal Gauntlet. But it is tag team after all. I don't know if anybody really cares, but I'm a little bit surprised it was this low. Like I said, losing that. I thought maybe we would have got a wee small spike at the end, but no. And then the overrun, 10 o'clock to 10:08. AEW World Tag Team Title Contendership. Casino Battle Royal match continued. We got post-match with the Young Bucks. This went down 1% again. You got the Young Bucks in there and people just don't want to see them. 679,000. This was the lowest rated part of the show. The overrun was the lowest rated part of the show. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, people just tuning out. It had a little increase, though, in the key demo. Went up 3% to 259,000, so is what it is. But then that was it. AEW finished then overall with 717,000 viewers, and in the key demo, they had 280,000 viewers. So, I mean, it's not a great rating, but it's a step in the right direction. However, next week they'll probably be back down into 600k or 650 or whatever. So, yeah, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I can't believe they're bringing out another show, AEW Shockwave. It's like, you can't get one show right, so why would you need to have 4 or 5, shows? It just doesn't make any sense, man. Tony Khan, he seems to be a quantity guy over a quality guy. But maybe he needs to, start focusing on the quality, because right now they really don't have much in terms of quality, and you can bring out as many shows as you want, but, I mean, I would rather one show that people actually enjoy. I would rather one show that gets good views and gets good feedback and positive feedback than have a bunch of shows that nobody really watches and everybody thinks sucks. It doesn't really make much sense to me, but, yep, there you go, guys. Shockwave is coming out. There's your AEW Dynamite quarters. Moxley seems to be the hottest thing right now in AEW Dynamite, which I don't think would be hard because there's not a lot going on in Dynamite right now, but I mean, Moxley, people keep linking Shane McMahon to Moxley. Whether there's any truth to that or not, we don't really know. Would be interesting if it is. I mean, I'd love Shane McMahon in the company. I just think it'd be a massive shock having Shane in a company that's not WWE, having another McMahon in there. It'd be crazy. It would be absolutely crazy. But with every passing week that goes past, I'm just not sure we're going to get it. Moxley feuding with Darby Allin, it's not really what we wanted. We wanted Shane McMahon, and I just don't think we're getting it. But who knows? Fingers crossed that it still happens. We'll have to wait and see. But there you go, guys. That is your AEW Dynamite numbers. Good opening quarter, but then after that, it kind of just dipped. Quarter 5, top there where Moxley did bring back above 720,000. So, yeah, I mean, it was decent. We'll see what they can do next week, but it's probably going to go down. That's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. But until then, peace.